Summit on Climate Change held in Delhi. India says Delhi Declaration will determine the future course of action. ISRO achieves another milestone. Lander Vikram separated successfully from Chandrayaan-2 orbiter. Murli Manohar Joshi delivers annual lecture of Techniche 2019, calls upon scientists to shape progress of civilization. Nation celebrates Ganesha Chaturthi with traditional gaiety. Devotees in Assam also pay their obeisance. And in cricket, the men in blue all set to taste victory in the second test against West Indies in Kingston. A very good evening, viewers, and welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin. This is Hongita Kakuti Pathok, and now the stories in detail. In national news first, Union Environment, Forest and Climate Change Minister Prakash Javadekar today said climate change is a global problem with global impact and every nation has to contribute to address it. He was addressing the 14th Conference of Parties, that is COP14, the UN Convention to Combat Desertification, UNCCD at Greater Noida, Uttar Pradesh. He said land degradation is a local problem. Hence, the solution has to be found locally. The UNCCD is very important and India expects some good outcomes which will be notified in the Delhi Declaration. He said the Delhi Declaration will form the future course of action. The minister said coming together at a world platform like this is to share good stories and experiences will help the world. Nearly 100 ministers took part in the event.
Tell your story, and that is very important for us, all of us. But I'm also very confident that you can deliver it in 5 minutes. So I know.
India's second lunar expedition, Chandrayaan-2, has crossed a very significant milestone this afternoon with the successful separation of the lander Vikram from its orbiter. In a swift action, the scientists of the National Space Agency ISRO carried out the surgical action at 1:15 p.m. to detach the lander from its mothercraft, the orbiter. In a matter of just a few milliseconds, the operation got over by cutting the umbilical cord of the lander with the mothercraft. The operation was carried out remotely by the ISRO scientists and engineers from the Mission Control Center in Bengaluru. Earlier, High-level review committee of the ISRO gave its approval for the crucial separation mission after reviewing all its parameters. With the separation, the focus has now shifted to navigating the lander module to the lunar South Pole. The ISRO has planned 2 deorbit maneuvers tomorrow and day after tomorrow using the propellant on board the lander. A defense ministerial meeting between India and Japan was held in Japan's capital, Tokyo, today. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh headed the Indian side while Japanese side was led by Japan's Minister of Defense Takeshi Iwaya. The ministerial dialogue aimed to further strengthen India-Japan special strategic and global partnership and included wide-ranging discussions to enhance the bilateral defense and security engagements between the two countries. The two sides also deliberated on the long-pending issue of supply of the US-2 amphibious aircraft by Japan to India. Earlier in the day, the Defence Minister Rajnath Singh reached Tokyo during the first leg of his 5-day visit to Japan and South Korea to enhance strategic ties and explore possibilities of collaboration in major military platforms. In a tweet, Singh said, India and Japan share special strategic and global partnership. In Assam, former Union Human Resources Development Minister Dr. Murli Manohar Joshi has said science and technology has to play a proactive role in furthering civilizational progress of society and not serve the powers that be. Delivering a lecture at IIT Guwahati on Sunday evening as a part of the annual lecture series of Techniche 2019, the former professor of physics of Allahabad University said society's dependence on technology at present for addressing many of its inadequacies is well understood, but the foundational principles of science and technology should move ahead to give a direction to the progress of human civilization. Giving innumerable examples of the rapid progress of technology over the last 2 decades, Dr. Joshi said development of technology should be people-oriented. Dr. Joshi called upon the brightest minds of the country to work and help formulate a direction for technology which can contribute to the progress of human civilization.
You can't move in isolation in different directions. Therefore, when we are in a globalized world, then several questions arise. One is the globalized world itself is moving in a right direction. The civilization itself is progressing. And what is the meaning of progress? And secondly, whether science.
The 10-day-long festival of Ganesh Utsav began with great devotion today. The festival marks the birth of Lord Ganesha, who is a symbol of wisdom, prosperity and good fortune. People place clay idols of Lord Ganesha in their homes and worship them. In Maharashtra, Ganesh Utsav is celebrated with great devotion, faith and gaiety across Mumbai, Konkan, Pune and in other parts of the state. On the first day of the Ganesha Chaturthi today, devotees welcomed the clay-made idols of Lord Ganesha to their homes and at public pandals. The festival will culminate with the immersion of the idols of Lord Ganesha on the 12th of this month. Along with the rest of India, Assam is also celebrating Ganesh Chaturthi with religious fervour. In Guwahati, devotees were seen in great numbers in the premises of the Ganesh temple in New Guwahati. The young and old alike were seen chanting hymns and prayers with a lot of enthusiasm. In other parts of the city, pandals have been decorated with colourful lights and themes to attract the devotees. In Manipur, Chief Minister N. Biren Singh launched the Rashtriya Poshan Mah 2019 on Sunday at a function at the Tribal Research Institute, Chingmeirong in Imphal. Speaking on the occasion, the Chief Minister emphasized the need to keep mothers healthy and said that only healthy mothers can give birth to healthy babies. To make mothers healthy, necessary nutritious food should be provided to them. He said that to monitor activities initiated by the State Social Welfare Department, a committee each for every district comprising Deputy Commissioner, social welfare officers and other officers will be formed. Along with the other parts of the country, in Manipur also the State Chief Electoral Officer P.K. Singh on Sunday launched the Electoral Verification Program in its Lamphel-Pat office. Speaking to media persons, Singh said that during the program, smartphones will be used to collect details of every member of a family. During the campaign, individuals can enroll their names in electoral rolls using any of the documents like PAN card, driving license, Aadhaar, bank passbook, ration card and farmer's card. He appealed to the people to take the advantage of the program. The facilities of the program have been made available in 11 electoral district headquarters, 39 electoral registration offices and each and every polling station.
We will try to purify the electoral roll.
In Assam, Bhabesh Kolita, Minister of State for Disaster Management and Irrigation with independent charge, today inaugurated a 6-day training program for the Nehru Yuva Kendra Sangathan (NYKS) at the 1st Battalion NDRF Guwahati. Piyush Mordia, Inspector General Frontier Headquarters BSF Guwahati, and Anshuman Prasad Das, State Director NYKS Assam, also attended the program. As a part of a 100-day agenda of Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, the NYKS, in collaboration with NDRF, will train a force of youth volunteers associated with youth clubs that can play a pivotal role in immediate response to any disaster. It is proposed to establish an institutional mechanism for organized and structured engagement of NYKS by creating block-level disaster response teams in the hazard-prone districts. Still in Assam, conscious citizens, guardians and student organizations have expressed serious concerns over the rising incidence of antisocial activities like drug abuse, gambling and off-season melas in Kokrajhar. They have urged the district administration to check all forms of gambling, sale of drugs and off-season puja melas. A delegation from the Bodoland Students' Union and conscious citizens today met the Kokrajhar Deputy Commissioner at his office chamber and submitted a memorandum to take necessary actions against the anti-social activities. In Sikkim, MLA from Assam Ashok Singhal today called on the Chief Minister Prem Singh Tamang. It was a courtesy call by the MLA. He congratulated the Chief Minister for his victory in the recently held Assembly elections. His visit to Sikkim was to invite the Chief Minister to the North-Eastern Council meeting scheduled to be held in Guwahati on the 8th of September and the North-East Democratic Alliance meeting on the 9th. Sikkim Krantikari Morcha is also a part of the NEDA. In cricket, India have set a massive 468-run victory target for the West Indies on day 3 of the second cricket test at Kingston in Jamaica. Hanuma Vihari and Ajinkya Rahane have taken India closer to a series sweep with an unbeaten 111-run stand. The hosts are unlikely to get anywhere close to the target as they were 45 for 2 at stumps in their second innings on Sunday night. India have decided against enforcing the follow-on despite gaining a 299-run lead by bowling out the West Indies for 117. And finally, in Nagaland, a meeting of central media units and state stakeholders was held today at a conference hall hotel in Zabfu, Kohima. It was organized by Department of Information and Public Relations. Director General Northeast Zone PIB Guwahati L.R. Vishwanath in his address said, "It is now a world of team play and individual geniuses will not work in the long run nor achieve success." Deputy Director Urban Development Nagaland Tarachu Fithu spoke on the initiatives for a plastic-free Nagaland. And before we wind up the bulletin, a recap of the headlines once again. UN meet on climate change held in Delhi. India says a Delhi declaration will determine the future course of action. ISRO achieves another milestone. Lander Vikram separated successfully from Chandrayaan-2 orbiter. Murli Manohar Joshi delivers annual lecture of Techniche 2019, calls upon scientists to shape progress of civilization. Nation celebrates Ganesha Chaturthi with traditional gaiety. Devotees in Assam also pay their obeisance. And in cricket, the men in blue all set to taste a victory in the second test against West Indies in Kingston. And that brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.